Cardinals.
Did the Arizona Cardinals get one of the best running backs in the 2024 NFL Draft? Today, we're going to dive into who is Trey Benson, running back out of FSU, and how is he going to fit in this Arizona Cardinal offense. Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we cover everything Arizona Cardinals, rumors, conversational pieces, breaking news, everything surrounding your favorite team. So subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. All right, everybody, let's go and dive right into it. Let's talk about our third round pick, Trey Benson, running back out of FSU. And I'm not going to lie to you, this is probably one of my favorite picks for the Cardinals, short of the Marvin Harrison Jr. pick. Now, I didn't think the Cardinals were going to go running back this early in the draft. I did feel like running back was a need for the Cardinals, but I felt like it was going to be more part of the tail end of the draft, maybe 6th round, 7th round, maybe landing somebody like Dylan Johnson out of Washington. But the Arizona Cardinals shocked the Cardinal world and bringing in probably one of the best running backs in the entire 2024 NFL draft. Let's first dive into who Trey Benson is and what type of traits he can bring into the Arizona Cardinals, and then we'll be diving into what type of role we might see for Trey Benson in the future with the 2024 Arizona Cardinals. And now Trey Benson out of FSU is a running back that's 6 foot tall, 216 pounds, had a 40 of 4.39, a 10-yard split of 1.25, a vertical jump of 33.5. So an overall well-rounded athlete for the Arizona Cardinals, and I truly feel like it's an actual really good steal. Now, he was projected to go anywhere between 2nd and 3rd round. The days of getting a running back in the 1st round probably won't happen for the foreseeable future, just because of the value of what running backs can actually bring into the NFL. When they go from the collegiate level to the NFL, we most likely will be able to get a gem somewhere in the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th round, and that's exactly what the Arizona Cardinals ended up doing with bringing in a Trey Benson out of FSU. Now, one of the most concerning things with Trey Benson is that in December 2020, he ended up tearing a lot of things within his right leg, his hamstring, as well as his knee. In December 1st of 2020, Trey Benson had an injury with his MCL tear. He also had an LCL tear, also a thigh hamstring tear, also knee meniscus tear. So it was definitely very concerning for Trey Benson in December of 2020. But right after that, there definitely hasn't been anything very notable to talk about when it comes down to injury concerns. He stayed fairly healthy. Just keep our fingers crossed as Arizona Cardinal fans if he can continue to stay healthy for the Cardinals and maybe being a premier running back for the future. And now let's go and dive into his strengths and weaknesses. Let's go ahead and focus on his strengths for now. He's got exceptional size with a body type made for the NFL. Also has above average bend and a lateral cut agility for a big back. Another thing is that he's very capable receiver out of the backfield, catching things like screen passes, flat routes, swing routes, things like that. Definitely could go ahead and catch the ball and turn upfield. We're talking about a very explosive running back, a guy that has really good speed, a guy that actually has a really good jump cut. If he has a hole to run through, he can definitely become a home run type of running back. And he's got a pretty nasty stiff arm as well. So overall, a very talented running back out of FSU, Trey Benson, now being a part of the Arizona Cardinals. In this last year, in 2023, he had a total of 906 rushing yards, averaged about 5.8 yards a rush, had a total of 14 touchdowns in the 2023 season. So definitely a really exciting piece to already add to this explosive offense with bringing in Marvin Harrison Jr. We potentially have our running back of the future. Now, let's go and dive right into one of his biggest weaknesses. One of the biggest things I've seen out there is that Trey Benson is not very good at pass pro. Now, what does that mean? Whenever his job is to protect Kyler Murray back there and becoming a blocker, he doesn't have the instincts to get the guy he needs to, and usually results in a quarterback hurry, quarterback sack, and just basically the play gets blown up. So I hope the Arizona Cardinals have a really good plan in putting this guy in the best position to succeed or develop the tools of him to actually be better at pass pro. And one of the best NFL comparisons we've had to our rookie running back is Breece Hall, running back out of the Jets. Now, he actually had a slow start to his NFL career. In 2022, he was plagued with a lot of injuries, but in 2023, he actually had a really good season with 994 yards, 5 touchdowns, averaged about 4.5 yards a run. And when we look at both Trey Benson and Breece Hall, they compare very well. When you're talking about their measurables and their play style, they're very, very similar. They can either beat you up at the line or be a home run type type of running back. And what I usually mean by that is if they see a hole, they have the vision to go ahead and go to the next speed and basically take it to the house. Those are the type of qualities that we would love to see from our young running back in Trey Benson. The comp to Breece Hall is actually a very, very good one. Now let's go and dive into what do we expect out of this rookie running back and how do we expect for him to carve a role in 2024. Now, as of right now, we all know that James Conner is RB1, and we all love James Conner is still a very, very good running back. But the truth of it all is that next year he will be turning 29 years old and has a lot of injury concerns, and that even goes back to his Steelers days, right? When he was a Pittsburgh Steeler, had injury concerns, and it definitely didn't change when he was in the Arizona Cardinals as well. So we're probably looking for somebody that's going to be a running back of the future, being that James Conner most likely will be RB1 for 2024, or unless if he unfortunately gets injured, then we most likely will be having a replacement for the future. And I'm talking about 2025 and on. I truly do hope that if we see Trey Benson in the preseason, he can definitely very well win the job over from Michael Carter. Because as of right now, I think it's RB1 James Conner, RB2 being Michael Carter. But bringing in a guy like Trey Benson that can catch out of the backfield, that's got a home run type of vision, a guy that's very, very explosive, I really do hope that we can actually get him on the field sooner rather than later. And unfortunately, with the track record of James Conner being hurt mostly every single year he's been in the NFL, and being that he's getting older in age, we can definitely very well see Trey Benson as soon as 2024. So overall, this is an absolute huge pickup for the Arizona Cardinals. One thing we've heard Monty Austinfort say over and over again in this last year is that his job is to find the replacement of everybody on this roster, and bringing in a player like Trey Benson in the 3rd round is an absolute steal for the Arizona Cardinals. Let me know your thoughts here on Trey Benson, running back out of FSU. What are your expectations for 2024? Let me know here in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.